Good evening. The father of 4 children shot dead in Western Australia says he's sad but not angry that they were murdered in their beds by their grandfather. In a bizarre interview, he's described his ex-wife's father as an awesome man who ensured his victims died peacefully.
Aaron Cockman had never seen his children inside Peter and Cinda Miles' idyllic rural retreat. Speaking there with detectives, he certainly did not want to venture inside today. He visited a tiny bush chapel to drop off flowers, then insisted on speaking to the media.
I'm really shaking, but...
He had so much to say, most importantly, tributes for his 4 children.
Tay's a beautiful girl, though. Roland, got a few issues, maybe. Nothing terminal. Ari, just amazing kid. And Caden, yeah, the only one I really got a hug from. They're beautiful kids.
Still clearly in shock, Aaron Cockman reserved his most profound comments for the man who appears to have murdered his entire family.
Peter's an awesome man. He was like my best friend, and I still love who he was.
That's in spite of the anger towards his former father-in-law, depriving him, he says, of his children after a separation with their mother, Katrina.
I never knew where they were, how they were going. I used to drive around town just hoping to see them somewhere. I was an awesome dad, but his mental attitude, if you get on the wrong side of someone, there's some people you just don't get on the wrong side of.
Mr. Cockman says he is grateful it appears they did not suffer. Police have always been insistent Peter Miles was responsible for this tragedy. They were emphatic about that right from the outset. To quash vile suggestions around town, it was in fact the children's grieving, estranged father who murdered them.
I've lost everything in my life.
It follows frequent social media posts from his ex-wife that he was following and stalking them.
I don't feel angry. I feel tremendous sadness for my kids.
And from a man despairing he could rarely see his children, now in agony he will never see them. A theory on why.
Peter's not suffering for a long time. He's been trying to just hold it together for a long time. He didn't snap, he knew what he was doing.
In Margaret River, Robert Ovadia, 7 News.
Good evening. A father whose 4 children and estranged wife were shot dead inside their rural West Australian property has revealed he harbours no hatred towards their suspected killer. Aaron Cockman said he took some comfort from police telling him the children were found in their beds. Jane Azapati has the latest developments.
In his own words, he's just lost everything. Yet today, Aaron Cockman had the strength to share this extraordinary message.
I don't feel angry. I feel tremendous sadness for my kids. But I don't want anyone to feel angry.
He spoke of his children.
I could talk about my kids all day. Tay's a beautiful girl, like Ari, just amazing kid. Caden was at the age where he still used to come up and give me a hug.
But Aaron had been angry, cut off from the children in the last few years, blaming his ex-partner's parents, Peter and Cinda Miles, for that. Today, he veered from that anger, revealing how he was making peace with his terrible tragedy.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have Katrina. I wouldn't have the kids. So it's not some random guy off the street that's taken them away from me. He gave them to me, now he's taken them away.
Aaron revealed his children and their mother Katrina were found in their own beds. He said the police officer at the scene told him the children looked peaceful, and that gave him comfort.
So, how the hell Peter did that? I still can't figure out, but if someone did it, he did a good job. Did a really good job.
Peter Miles' actions have stunned most of those who knew him, but Aaron Cockman says he knows exactly why the grandfather did what he did, saying he'd been trying to hold things together for a long time, hinting family health issues had taken their toll.
Peter didn't snap. He's thought this through. I think he's been thinking this through for a long time.
The family tragedy has a whole state grieving, and as the WA Premier comforted locals, he hit back at any suggestions the worst mass shooting since the Port Arthur massacre should prompt any change to the country's gun laws.
It was a farming property. in some ways. There's not much else that I can see from the outside that could have been done.
For now, these families and community are doing all they can. Jane Azzopardi, 9 News.